Ooh, nasty, nasty, nasty. Inside nice and cleaned up. We're getting this bad boy loaded up and get him out of here.
Damn real, what's next?
Look how close this thing is. Monster. Thing literally barely fit through the door. Yeah. And she's out of here. Man, I think it's fucking huge. Got a nice little Jeep going out the door. "26-inch billet specialties." Ooh. I'm over here multitasking. Taking videos for the vlog, taking videos for the Instagram, Snapchat, all in one. Out of here. Just a nice little wash. Got him weekend ready, and he is out of here. And the two-door is bada beam, bada boom, ready to go out the door. We got that new fender flare on there. The last one was broken. We got his calipers from yellow, ugly yellow, to nice red. Red actually goes with the maroon a lot better. And the taillights, I guess you could say, kind of goes with the flow. But the two-door is officially done. I haven't been recording too much because we've been a little bit backed up. So I haven't been really focused on the recording. But you guys know I got to get everything before it gets out the door. And this bad boy is almost on its way out. This is actually only with the first coating. I still got to put a second coat on there. And that's pretty much that. Got the inside nice and cleaned up. Everything nice and cleaned up. His wheels, got the back of the barrels nice and cleaned up. You guys know with those Ford Giottos, or at least those brushed rears, there's a lot of wheels with the brush rears. They always get real dirty. Brown Villanos, Ford Giottos, pretty much all those three-piece wheels, they get a little bit of everything. Oh, here's a perfect example. Well, this is actually chrome, but you guys see how dirty that is. So the back barrels are something similar to that, brown, black, dirty. Now they're all cleaned up. Got the paint nice and ooh, super cleaned up. Everything got wet sanded down to the bumper, buffed out, paint corrected, and ceramic coated. Like I said, he is pretty much on his way out of here. The two-door Tahoe project is officially close to the finish line. I gotta lay that second coat, but that second coat is nothing but a little boom bam and get them out of here. You guys see it even without the bright lights on the other side. Ooh, this thing looks nasty. Nasty. Two-door Tahoe, and then the Grand National. That boy Nico finally finished putting this bad boy together. So you got the T-tops on there, got all new moldings. He put a bunch of new parts that go with the whole T-top. He put the whole interior together for me, brand new shift knob, put the door panels on, put the rear seats on, put every little plastic and everything that it was missing right back on. So this bad boy is also getting closer to the finish line, but that is the next project that we will be working on. This is the next one you guys will see out the door. So now that we got the two-door closer to the finish line, we can start focusing on the Grand National and get that bad boy out of here. But you guys see it, that thing cleaned up nasty. It's out of here. Now that we got the interior put back together, customer said he does not want these funky ass tints on there. Ooh, look at how clean that looks. Almost looks like there's no glass. Ooh. Got that one taken off. Got that one taken off. And we got 3 more to go. So it's actually a good thing that he's taking these tints off, because you guys see all this overspray? Ooh. That's all overspray. That's not just dirty. So I mean, probably gonna scratch the tint trying to take that overspray off anyway, so you're better off just boom blasting it. So I'm gonna keep working on this a little bit, and then I gotta go lay that second coat on that two-door. We working, boys, we working. I'm about to show y'all a little time lapse and show y'all how we really do this. It's as simple as get a steamer and put that ass to work.
Damn, Ram, what's next?
And just like that, the tints are gone. No lines were hurt in the process. Looks nice. Back OG clean. Got those bad boys taken out. It kind of looked nice at the tints. Just because that black on black looked nasty, but he said get rid of them shit, so I just gotta do what I gotta do, my boy. Tints are officially off the Grand National, and now we can move on to the next step, which is gonna be clean the interior. Once we get the interior cleaned up, then we will finalize the paint and get this bad boy ceramic coated. But the tints are done. Got this nice little Cadillac prepped and ready for detail. This is gonna be getting the full-blown detail, inside, outside, buff, wax. Clean the inside is really not too bad either, but he said go ahead and do everything. So we're gonna get everything done on this bad boy. Got the nice bulbs on there. And then we got this car getting prepped up right now. Get this bad boy prepped up, start doing some wet sand on that, start buffing out this one, finalize these two, and get these bad motherfuckers out of here. He's working on the Grand National wheels right now. Slap those on, and that's part of the process. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. And the Cadillac is officially ready for pickup. Man, this thing is spotless. When I say this thing is spotless, I mean spotless. This car literally looks brand mother new. Look at the inside. Oh my god, you can't help but admire this thing. I don't care if you're not even into Cadillacs, if you don't like old cars, I don't care what it is. There's no way you just can't not admire this. I don't know what year is this. I don't know too much about these Cadillacs, but man, this thing is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. Car literally looks brand new. This thing is so damn clean. Got the nice little, oh, that's, damn, if I never went like that, I honestly would have never known. That looks real deal wood. It's just a little cover. What the? Y'all see it, man. Man, this thing literally looks, feels, smells brand fucking new. Y'all see Pops over there putting in work. Oh, Get it out of here, Pops. Get it out of here. Pops actually knocked the buff out on this one. He went hard. Look at this. Ooh. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Got everything nice and cleaned up. Inside, outside, engine bay. Everything got tucked on this bad boy. Ooh. Damn, this thing has to be low miles. I honestly didn't look at the miles, but this thing looks brand fucking new, literally. Literally. Everything looks brand new. Nice Vogues. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this thing is nasty. This thing is super nasty. What kind of miles are on this thing? I'm curious. I really want to know. Because this thing looks... Oh, look at the keys, too. You got the little gold. Ooh. Chill, Rick Ross. Chill, Rick Ross. Rick Ross with the gold keys. Okay, come on. Let's see. What kind of miles are on this thing? 61,000. Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense, no? 61,000. Man, this thing's clean. I wouldn't even be surprised if it had 20, 30,000 original miles. That's how clean this thing looks. But we got this bad boy out of here. Right now that I was looking at it, these look like they could be a little more yellow. So I'm gonna wipe those down a little bit more. But he is pretty much ready to go out the door. Nothing else left for us to do. Windows clean, carpet clean, leather all conditioned, paint corrected, wheels clean, engine bay, everything got touched on this bad boy. So now we just wait for the customer to come pick this bad boy up and get him out of here. Then we got Project Grand National getting closer to the finish line. Got a Mercedes that's getting close to the finish line. And then somebody last time said something about this Harley-Davidson. They said, don't be skipping them Harleys. We got some Harley fans on the channel. So this one actually came in for a full-blown cleanup. Look at this. Full-blown cleanup. He wants me to buff out all these painted surfaces. He wants me to take the bags off, buff in there, ceramic coat the inside of the bag, ceramic coat everything. So this is going to be a nice one to clean up for sure. Look at that. Ooh. She is dirty. Last time I did one of these bikes, I went as far as buffing out all these little... Oh, look, yeah. I'm doing it to this one. Look at this. I'm definitely doing it to this bad boy. So I'm going to clean this thing up super nasty, get his wheels cleaned up, clean up all the chrome, buff out everything, and get this bad boy summertime ready. He said no rush, so I got to get a couple of these bad boys out of here first. You see Aiden over there putting in work. Redbone is on my hit list. I just got to get a couple more out of here, get some work done on that Grand National, and we will get these bad boys on and rolling. Should I show you guys the Grand National? You guys think you guys ready to see Grand National? I don't think y'all's ready to see Grand National. Damn, was that just zoomed in? My bad. Ooh. 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 That thing looks so clean. And this is not even polished yet. This is just the first step. First step still needs polish, and it still needs to be ceramic coated, so y'all can imagine. Ooh, this thing is literally glass. Look at this. Look at that. If I had the camera like this, y'all wouldn't even know I was showing y'all a car. Ooh, that's how clean this thing is. But y'all see it, man. Grand National is getting worked on. I worked on this whole area. I buffed out the tail lights, buffed out the bumper, buffed out this little section right here by the gas tank, even though people think that don't matter, but that thing definitely made a difference. So we buffed that out, and we're pretty much just putting the works on this bad boy, getting everything nice and situated. And like I said, that is only the first step. So we still got a long way to go and a lot of cleaning up to do. We got his wheels already all polished out and ceramic coated, so he is getting close to the finish line. Once I finish up this project, we can continue focusing on the rest. Let's see what else we get into. And it is time for the two-door to go home, baby. Ooh, thing was nasty. Nasty, nasty. About to get this bad boy loaded up. Man, this thing looks so good outside. The red calipers look a lot better. This whole thing just looks a lot better. Ooh! Nasty. Nasty, nasty. Inside nice and cleaned up. They're getting this bad boy loaded up. And get them out of here. Yeah, with the big boy. They came to pick it up with that big boy. Y'all see it. Texan ass Ace done got another victim. Texan ass Ace. I got me another victim. Texan ass Ace. And I think you guys are definitely due for a little update. I honestly missed a couple cars leaving and going out the door. I missed the Grand National leaving, the final details, along with a couple other cars. But like I said, it is time to give you guys a little bit of an update. I definitely got to get a video out there. We had a little family situation that kind of set me back a little bit. That's kind of why when those cars left out the door and whatnot, I wasn't really too focused on that. I was kind of more focused on what I had to focus on. Mine was set on that, but now it is definitely time to get you guys a little bit of an update. I don't want to fall back too far behind. We got the Harley-Davidson nice and cleaned up. Davidson. I might have said that wrong the first time. Harley-Davidson. Sorry, I'm not a bike guy. But we did everything. I don't got my bright lights right here, but I'll show you guys. Ooh. Ceramic coated and everything. We had everything, the inside of the bags. I took the bags off, ceramic coated everything I cleaned up, ceramic coated, touched up and whatnot. So the Harley Davidson is just waiting on its owner. That thing is pretty much set. He's summer ready now, and that is ready to go. Got 2-door Tahoe. Came in for the works. I got my guy right now working. Oh, you guys can see all those sand marks. Ooh. Ooh. So this one, he came in for the works. He said, do what you gotta do, but I need my baby on point. So we're gonna get this bad boy on point, get all that carpet cleaned up, get his headliner cleaned up, seats nice and cleaned up, leather condition and whatnot. Get everything nice and cleaned up, and then once we get that out the way, we definitely got some work to do on this paint. Definitely. Ooh, look at that. I don't even gotta put the bright lights to it, but you guys can see it. This bad boy definitely needs some work. That's alright. Have no fear. Ace is here. This is a 4x4, so that's why you guys kind of see the wheel sticking out. That's why some people have the fender flares like the one I had earlier in the video. But he's not going for that look. He's actually doing the whole front suspension to have everything sit flush like a 2-wheel drive. So it's gonna be a real nice truck. Once it's already real nice. So once he really puts the works on here and does everything all together, he says he's putting the motor in here, he's putting the works on this bad boy. So once he does all that, if this thing is nasty now, I can only imagine it then. It's gonna be one of the nastiest 2-doors around, most definitely. Got a little bit of a lineup. This one, nothing you guys haven't seen before. Hellcat Killer. We are currently waiting on Nico. This car is actually leaving tomorrow. Today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Nico's taking the car tomorrow to go get that interior all put in there, get everything nice and cleaned up. Stupid compressor. Get everything put back in there, get the interior nice and set. He got the top up there, put the top on, and then he's gonna send it back over there, and I gotta put the final works on this bad boy. Got a super nice Ford Lightning that came in. This thing is nasty. I actually want one of these myself. I want this exact body style. I had a Lightning, I had the newer body style Lightning, but I like this body style a lot more. Look at that, the battle of the old schools. Got a C10 and an old school Lightning. Ooh, Ford versus Chevy. But like I said, I'm in love with this thing. I'm really not a big Ford guy. That Lightning that I had was the one and only one that I've ever really owned. But something like this, matching Blue's Clues with a big lip on there, ooh, that would be nasty. Nasty, nasty. And then we got a nice C10 over here. I honestly do not even remember what year this is, but came straight over here. I believe Hot Rod's Performance might have did the LS5 if I remember the phone call correctly. They did the works. Now he sent it over here to get a wet sand and buff and get all that paint nice and cleaned up. See a lot of, you can't see it on the camera too much. Up here I'm sure you'll see it. A lot of dry spots. A lot of spots that need some love. The inside is nasty. Look at this thing. Just feels and smells and everything. Looks like an old classic straight out the showroom. Look at this. Ooh. This might be custom. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that might be custom. Looks like it could be custom for sure. But this thing is nasty. So we gotta get this bad boy cleaned up. He just dropped it off yesterday, so this one is barely in the beginning stages. We got that one. Oh, we got Chris over here waiting on me. So this one is barely in the beginning stages. I gotta get a lot of work done on this one, and we will show you more on this shortly. Let me get this guy out of here and we will continue recording shortly. Alright, now that we got him out the door, yeah, as I was saying, this thing, well, no, I was actually talking, see, I'm all mixed up now. I was talking about this one, and then I was gonna move on to this one. We got a dunk also. This one I showed you guys earlier in the video, if I'm not mistaken. This bad boy needed a lot of work, and it still does. It's still in the process. As you guys can see, I kind of hit this whole top, going over this, and then I gotta work my way down. But compared to how this car came in, this car was bad. I took off these chrome pieces so I could get these lines nice and even, hit all that evenly. Once I finish polishing and whatnot, I'll put those back on, make sure that's on point. But for the most part, the donk is making its way out of here. You guys saw it earlier in the video. Get here, I believe I started recording when this car got here on a tow truck. We got his inside nice and wiped down now. Did the full-blown wet sand. In the process of buffing it out, and then once we finish the buff, he will be getting ceramic coated. This bad boy is gonna come out nasty. Y'all see Pops over there working on a nice little Durango. Put in the works on that bad boy. And then this one came in for a simple little wash. We ceramic coated this car a long time ago, so he just came in for a maintenance wash. Kind of look over the car, make sure everything's on point, and get him out the door. So we're getting them in and out of here. Had to get you guys a little bit of an update. I'm gonna wait till I get some more work done. I think I got a couple more cars coming in today. If they do show up, I'll show you guys that. If they don't, well, we'll just close it out right here. And look at who we have here. No wonder it's gonna rain this weekend. Yeah, that's why, because this guy's here. It only rains when this guy decides to come around. Only. So you guys can imagine we haven't had rain in a couple months. We just got him nice and washed up. His inside was all dusty. He just wanted his floor mats wiped down, but he needed damn more than those floor mats wiped down. So we got him nice and cleaned up. It even smells fresher in there. Boy, he needed that. Nice little wiping down. Windows were dirty. Got everything nice and wiped down. Got those big 28s nice and cleaned up. Ooh. Yeah, she was filthy. The whole front end was completely covered in bugs. Disgustingly covered in bugs. Got those all off of there. Mirrors were covered in bugs. The whole front end. Everything. Couldn't even see the letters. It was just bugs, bugs, bugs. Bugs everywhere. But he's ready now. Jeez. these guys working over here. What the? I know he's pissed off right now. You got it, buddy. You got it.